We're running out of time, Anubarak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover!
Arthas!
The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anubarak and the others survived. Frostborn hungers for the Lich King. This is more like it. I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames. Finally. This is more like it. I'll need this gold for when I reach the glacier. At last. Frostborn hungers. More of the Nerubians' blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time this perfectly. Finally. At last. This is more like it. More gold. This might help us later. Finally. At last. Another quake? Frostborn hungers. Frostborn hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostborn hungers. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. At last. Now, Frostborn. Frostborn hungers. Finally. At last. Finally. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. At last. Finally. At last. What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more. I must find a way across this strange obstacle. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Faithless coward. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. Anubarak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it.
Another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight. Speak.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Something's breaking through. Defensive positions!
Time is fleeting.
What is it now? Finally.
I'll see to it. Make your choice.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Only the frozen throne.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Proceed, yes, master. I wait.
Tread lightly.
I'll consume the living and the dead.
What is it now?
Indubitably.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. This is more like it. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
I have heard the summons.
Speak, fool.
We're running out of time. We must find the exit.
Tread lightly.
My might cannot be matched.
What is it now?
We're running out of time. We must find the exit.
Tread lightly.
Proceed. By Nerub.
Speak, fool.
Make your choice. The time is now.
No one orders me around. Finally.
Kinky. They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it.
No one orders me around.
Speak. Indubitably. I'll consume the living and the dead.
Tread lightly.
I'll wait.
Speak, fool. What is it now? Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.